Hey guys, what's going on? It's Serge here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about the top 10 Battlefield maps that could have happened in Battlefield 5. These are the most popular maps by request, and I believe these ones would be possible to be done. That would also benefit Battlefield 5 as a whole and bring in new mechanics and stuff like that. So without further ado, before I start this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see another video on these maps that need to be made. Omaha Beach needs to be done. It's depressing that it was never done, but I feel like it should have been done, because my god, would have it been amazing to see the battle of Omaha Beach, or anything similar, even Gold or Juno, because there was just the intensity of fighting and the landscape is just crazy, innovative, and something you'd never find. So the fact that we would be able to fight through these fortifications that were deemed impossible to be broken through the Atlantic Wall would be crazy cool, and we could have all these objectives like a farmhouse at the very end for breakthrough, and the fortifications, so similar to Iwo Jima, but not really, because Iwo Jima ends on a mountain. We're not going to end on the mountain, we're going to end on open farmland. So if they could have added Omaha, then we would have gone to the situation of near complete perfection, because Battlefield 5 really almost made a comeback, but it could have done better, and I feel Omaha could have helped it, especially with that intensive fighting. That would have really changed the way the game was played, and we even heard of it being developed. Not specifically Omaha, but it was actually being worked on, the Americans versus the Germans, but thanks to dropping development, we lost the potential. So any World War II fans out there lost the potential for another Battlefield update for a very long time, which is really depressing, I'm gonna be honest with you. Why weren't the Russians ever done? They should have done the Russians. That would have brought a brand new frontier and made the battles even crazier, adding so much more to Battlefield 5, but just having a different front in the war. The idea of the main one would be Stalingrad. Why not just do these massive battles that were popular? I mean, how many games have really done Stalingrad justice? Not many. So why not let Battlefield 5 do it? We have all this potential and it hasn't been used. So basically we can have two options, just like before. If you remember one of the maps, you know, the one that turns into a desolate building battle, that can exactly be what Stalingrad's like. It can start off as a pure clean city that's getting rolled into, and then it can end with nothing, just barren layers of bricks everywhere and short hand-to-hand combat. Ooh, just had to take a minute to think about how crazy that could be. Just think about it. Jeez, that's really living the dream if you get like a Stalingrad map, because the potential in there is crazy. All those, the close hand battles and just the harshness of the fight would never suffice, and I reckon it'd be one of the best maps in the game. I mean, let me know what you think, but I believe Stalingrad needed to be done. Now, going under the whole idea of what Battlefield 5 was meant to be, not covering these main battles, we could do Operation Dragoon. How many of you have heard of Operation Dragoon? I recently heard of that around the last couple of years. Basically, it was the southern invasion of France to clear up the forces there and connect France with the northern parts. So that's a perfect option, and it's an amphibious landing, which I think is pretty cool. It's completely different to northern France, because southern France is just flat beaches. I haven't seen any of that, just some nice pure flat beaches with a few trenches. Cool. Let's just do it. Let's make it cool. Make it epic. It would be epic. And you can even have the scenery of those mountains far and wide that go over to Italy. Whew. Let's do it. It would be great for Operation Dragoon, and it's one of the battles that weren't remembered, so it's going with Battlefield's original ideas and concepts. Just do it. Sicily, Sicily, Sicily. That would have been the craziest map ever, from Africa all the way to lovely old Sicily. Think about it, it's a perfect airborne invasion. They had a lot of potential for breakthrough to also add airborne aspects, not just grand operations. There is nothing inherently wrong with the airborne starting parts. The only thing wrong was that it was very repetitive and in every grand operations. If you put it in one or two breakthroughs, everyone will love it. It's really something different, and I would love to see American troops paratrooping into the lovely old Sicily and fighting for that area. It doesn't even need to be the beginning assault. If they want to change it up, it could be one of the attacks on the main cities to get to a port. Just make it different and it'll be great. Sicily needs to be done, and it's not received justice. Kiev. Russia? Yes. Big city? Yes. Destruction? Yes. Kiev would be another great option for some great urban warfare. It's not too different, but it's something that when a introduction of the Russian forces is given, something that can be done. It's a great map that should be added. Sadly, it was not added, but Kiev looked like it had great potential. And it's just sad that they didn't decide to go down the Russian aspect of Battlefield, because there was going to be a lot of potential there. I wish we could see in an alternate history of Kiev, because jeez, that should have done justice. Give Kiev justice, that's what I'm saying, because look at the potential of the map and you can decide for yourself. I've already decided though, I want Kiev. Hey, Papua New Guinea, bring in something new. Guess what? There was a TIMECODES trail where a little streamlined trail, like a bush track, that all these soldiers fought through. You want uniqueness? There you go. A very thin little trail that you can't go too far off, that you have to fight through, with many little rivers and little bridges that need to be crossed. Just giving them go. Think about it. You also bring in a new force to Australia. It's a bit of a change, isn't it? Nice hilly areas, lots of hills and rugged terrain to get through. Sometimes I wish they really did follow through the path of the lesser known battles, because they didn't even do most of the lesser known battles. There's so many unlimited maps they could have made. Papua New Guinea is a great example of one that's just somewhere that a lot of people never heard of, and it actually happened. And it's really crazy what took place there. The very close and tight quarters battles that were going on for control of this little track that they had to get the natives to show them around, because they had no idea how to get there and traverse to the area. Just something different. Allow it. The Philippines, and when I say the Philippines, I'm saying from the Japanese perspective. A Japanese invasion would be crazy, because we're bringing in something different to the game, which is more valuable. Let's get rid of these American ones. Let's change it up a little bit. Bring in the invasion of the Philippines, and specifically we can do the Battle of Manila. Who wouldn't want to see Japanese troops in their carriers going down to lovely old Manila and fighting? We still haven't had a situation like that when there is actually like a town or a city that is located in this invasion, because that's something we need, something that'd be different, that'd be good, and I feel like it's something invaluable, because we haven't mixed urban combat with these little invasion styles, and we really need to be doing stuff like that, because that's what's going to add value and content to the game, having different things mixing. So let's bring it on. The Philippines, Japanese invading the Americans, different. Hey, do you guys know of that feature that was never ever used again, that was used in the Nordley's war story? I'll give you guys a few seconds. Skiing. Why was skiing never used? Skiing needed to be used because it was so important to the game. No, it wasn't, but it would be a very cool feature that would break up the game and change how everything is run by having difference. Being able to ski to different locations could open up the map to become larger, and I think it would be overall cool having those Finland troops in the snow skiing around. Think about it. That sounds sick to me. And they have to go to different locations, going down these massive hills, going up these massive hills without their skis against Russia. They need more factions in this game, I swear. Monte Cassino, a little fort or an abbey on a massive hill that gets destroyed by American artillery. But they really missed these gruel, harsh battles that are just really stuck in the midst. They needed something like this. That was a really crappy, really hard fort, because after it was bombed and destroyed, the Germans took up possession, and now they armed those desolate buildings and used it as better cover to help. Massive hill that would have needed lots of troops to assault would have been something crazy good for the Americans to battle. And I reckon it would just add so much to the game and even change the design, because we really didn't get any maps in Italy. We deserve more maps in Italy. Battle of the Bulge would have been something different and exciting. I reckon it would have brought something crazy good, meaning they would have a German offensive on the American. Hey, that's something different, and they could be relative success. They could show whatever they wanted on that. They could show the initial spear, or they could show the Battle of Stone. Just something different, because guess what? We love uniqueness, don't we? Who doesn't love uniqueness? I love uniqueness. You love uniqueness. So much potential in the Western Front too that they didn't have time to do, which is quite a shaming. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. This was my video today. I have so many more options available for maps, so if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know and I'll make another one in the future. But anyways, this was the end of my video. If you guys liked the video, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys on Saturday.